a design team project for ASC Craft Supplies, and I will link both of their online stores in the description box below. I do have a coupon code, which is Michelle10 for 10% off any regular price purchases. And I have used the Stamperia, I do believe it's Sea Dreams paper collection, and I created this mini album following a tutorial by Crafting and Creating with Caroline. Really nice tutorial, and I have never made one like this that has the floating hinge in it. And I think they called it the lay flat method, and I think somebody else actually came up with it. I think she said her name was Tamara. So I'm trying to remember, but I will link her in the description box below, the video that I followed. She gives all the credit, you know, to everyone who came up with this design. But it was so easy, and you don't have to worry about the cracking in your spine, which I loved. Because sometimes, as careful as you are, that certain papers just want to crack. And in the paper collection, I think I used 2 8x8s, maybe 2.5 8x8s. Then I loved this lighthouse, so I chose it to be my cover. And I had this woven like jute in my stash. I've had this for years, and when I've done purging, I could just never get rid of it. And so when I decided to decorate the front of the album, I pulled that out to see if I liked it, and I was chatting with a friend on Skype, and I would hold it up, and she and I both thought it looked really good, or looked really well on the album. And then I just had to add some flowers to mimic the flowers in the collection. So I have these flowers, which are from ASC. These are magnolias, these are buttercups, and these are the little apple blossoms. And then underneath the bow, there are some navy cottage roses, I do believe. And then I've just tucked in some stamen that I had in my stash, and then some leaves that I've cut out either with my Cricut or Silhouette machine. And then I use this navy to add some color, and then I use Stampin' Up's crumb cake paper to use as my base for the album. But I just love this distressed paper. It is so pretty. And I love, of course, the florals. I love flowers. And then on the back, another gorgeous piece of the paper. So here on the inside cover, I just did a simple waterfall that flips up like so, and then left the scene of the paper. And then it is a tuck spot for a couple photos or journaling. And I did, on the photo mats, I just put a little bit of glue on the edge. The photo could go underneath if the recipient chose to. And on this one, I have magnets used for my closure, so this flips up like so. And I'll just show you the top and then slide down the bottom. So this is magnetized on the back, and it flips open on the sides, and it flips down on that side and flips up here. And it's just the beautiful paper. Love the collars, the soft collars. And I never can remember what this sea animal is called. And I love the collaging with the seaweed and the ocean greenery, I'll call it, with the florals. It's just a beautiful design. And then we have like the texture here along the edges, which I really, really like. And then when you slide this up, I can't remember who I saw do this. I've been watching a lot of mini album tutorials. And I put this on a brad so it would spin, and then just turn it down, and this pops open, and you can journal or put pictures. And so then it just closes back up, and we do have a pocket here. I forgot to put photo mats in there. Just close, then this closes back up, and it has the magnet on the back of it to hold it shut. And each of the pages does have a pull-out sheet, and I just chose to do for 2 photos, or you could journal. And then the back I left plain to cut down on some of the bulk. And then I did add a tab at the top. That was an old Stampin' Up! Punch I've had in my stash, and here you can see the tabs. And in watching all of the videos, the mini album videos, I noticed people were taking like strips of the accent collar and adding in the albums, and I thought that was really neat. So I chose to do that. And here's some more photo mats, and like I said, you can tuck under. And the beautiful paper with the florals. Here we have a dolphin, and then this flips open. And the white paper is just the really thin 65-pound weight from Michael's, because I was trying to keep some of the bulk down. And here we have this really pretty seal and the florals again, and then some writing, distressed writing, and then the edging. It's so pretty. So it's magnetized, and it opens up like this, and then that flips open. And here we have the well and the florals and the writing, and it's like the beadboard in the background, or shiplap. And on this one I added a chipboard piece, and this was the first time I've ever done this, so I learned from my mistake. So this slides down, and I should have made this just a little bit shorter, and it pops open so you can open it. And then here I have, this was a cut apart sheet, but I loved all of the sea animals, so I used it as a page, and then I backed it with the album base cover. And then here you see this beautiful, it's like a ledger style paper on the beadboard or shiplap with the school of fish going across. And so then it closes. I just kind of have to tuck it under there like that, but it does work. But next time I know to make that a little shorter. And here we have the sea turtles and the little town in the background. And this page opens like this. Beautiful with the beadboard and the florals. I tried to make sure I used at least one sheet of design that was in the paper pack. And then this one, it slides over like this, and then you flip that open. And I saw a tutorial for that was Rosa Kelly. I do remember who that was for. And then it just slides back. So I thought that was really a cool thing to try, and it wasn't as difficult as what I thought. And then we'll flip it open, flip the next page, and I'll pull out the photo mats. And then they were holding this shut, and I didn't realize those shelves lined up. That was a happy accident. And so just beautiful, beautiful paper. And then it opens like so for journaling or photos. And then this was the front of the paper pack, and I just thought it was so pretty. I wanted to use it, so I made a mat. And here we have the seashells again, and then that, I'm not sure how to say all that, something wonderful. So there's that. I think I showed that already, the mat. And then that closes, and then these just tuck in the front like so. And on the back, I chose to do a horizontal waterfall. And then, of course, these just open like so. And I did not put any paper on those because I didn't want to add the bulk. And I thought if the person could put a picture here and then they could journal about the picture over there. But I thought the paper was light enough that whatever they chose to write with, it should show up. So there's that. And then, of course, have two upside down photo mats. But this, I made it tight so they will stay in. And then there's the back. This is probably the best, I feel like the best construction I've ever done on a mini album. I've not made that many, maybe, I'm not sure, but it's something that I really would like to get better at, so I'm trying to challenge myself. And I want to thank everyone for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.